beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for May 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, this is your monthly reading for May. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, May is a pretty big month in terms of astrological events. We have 3 major ones to look out for. Now, the first major event is the full moon eclipse in the sign of Scorpio, and it occurs on the 5th of May. Now, eclipses, they do tend to bring very chaotic energy, but also can bring tremendous change in our lives as well. They do tend to drain our energy as well, so do protect your energy during this period. Now, being in the sign of Scorpio, this can indicate clandestine changes behind the scenes. And that can be on a global scale as well as a personal development scale as well. On a global scale, you may hear some information that has been kept from the collective for quite some time, and it starts to resurface during this period, or it starts to surface during this period. There may have been hints at it at the beginning of the year, but I feel like there's a little bit more of a reveal in May. And then at the end of the year, because I feel it's only the tip of the iceberg, at the end of the year, then there is a full disclosure of this information later on in the year. Now, because we are moving into Taurus season, this could be an economic revelation, so let's look out for that. But on a personal development level, it can mean that you are making some radical changes in your life behind the scenes. You might be keeping these changes to yourself until they are fully realized, until you're fully right on track. So some of you may be going off grid for a little bit to focus, or really to make sure there are no distractions at this time. Now, whilst this eclipse will feel exhausting for the duration of the eclipse, it will offer you a portal of self-knowledge, and it'll open you up to release anything you've outgrown and encourage you to declutter your life, okay? A little bit of soul searching going on there for you as well. Now, because we are moving into Taurus season, there could be some shocking events in the financial sector that we will learn about. Taurus season rules money, acquisitions, savings, pensions, inflation, financial structures and alliances, and we're already starting to see on a global scale a shift towards a digital currency. You're going to hear more about that over the coming months, and things start to become fully realized towards the end of the year. So I feel it's localized, but you're going to hear more about it, okay? I mean, you don't need me to tell you about that, but I'm just giving you the alignments as how they are connected to what we are seeing right now. Also, what's really positive is that Mercury goes direct on the 15th of May. Well, it goes direct on the 14th, but you'll start to feel the energy on the 15th of May. So if you've been like me during the retrograde, stumbling over your words or finding that you can't find the right word to express yourself, then after the Mercury retrograde period, you're going to feel a little bit more eloquent. It's a perfect time to pitch a goal or pitch an idea. It's a perfect time to write that book or write that screenplay or do something that you have been called to do. You may also be going for, I'm just going to pop this here actually, you may also be going for an appraisal or some sort of presentation, and it's going to be very good for you. It works in your favor because as we move throughout that time period, Mercury represents more positive information or more positive communication, okay? Now also, it's worth noting that Mercury whilst it goes direct, we also have Jupiter moving into the sign of Taurus, and that's with us all until May next year. So 12 months, there are some benevolent energies to tap into during this period. Jupiter is a planet of abundance, good luck, good fortune, and expansion. So it's not all doom and gloom. There is a portal to tap into regarding material gain, because of course Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus, but also in terms of creating stability in your world before Jupiter sort of moves out of Taurus, and it'll be 2024. Now, I do have to give you an alignment that is going to be a little bit tricky, okay? It's basically, as soon as Jupiter moves into Taurus, we have a first major alignment, which is a clash with Pluto. Now, Pluto is when the hidden comes to light. Pluto is the planet of secrets, of clandestine events. So you're going to see some interesting information exposed over the next coming months. And also, Pluto is associated with pandemics, okay? So, and not just the one we've just been through. I'm talking about in general. So you may actually hear more news about them in the mainstream media. You may also hear more about data or fluctuations or variations. There's definitely going to be some developments over the period, May in particular. It's more of a revisit energy, okay, which it makes us really look at those difficult years. So you may see reminders everywhere you go. So it's important to be aware of it. I don't really want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. But it's important that I make you aware of it, because if you start to see it everywhere, you're going to be like, huh, are we really going back here? But I feel it's more to really analyze. Also, the fact that Jupiter is present this time round, it suggests an easier time for us all. Jupiter brings benevolent energy, and it's available for us all to tap into until 2024. And that's when some major changes and restrictions and restructures occur later on. Now, also, this period ultimately encourages us all to detox our body, mind, and soul, declutter our lives, things that we've outgrown, and focus on our budget as well as our finances, because of course Taurus is all about acquisitions, money, the tangible things that you can have in your hand. So you may be looking in a very protective way at where you house your finances, making sure they are secure, making sure that they're not housed in two different institutions and linked by license, because if they were, you would not be covered over a certain amount in terms of insurance should there ever be an economic fluctuation. So I feel like looking at your cards here, I feel like you are someone who's very savvy with your finances, you're very astute, and you can actually see fluctuations occurring, and I feel you're strategizing in that area already. Also, it's worth noting your fourth house of all things domestic is influencing you at this time. So you may be searching for where you belong, but not just on a physical level, but also on a spiritual and philosophical level. You're going to be more focused around value as well, how you value yourself, any areas where you may have undersold yourself, or anyone has taken your kindness for weakness, or you felt anyone really undermined you or undervalued your talent. You're going to readdress the balance this month. You may also feel a little bit more compelled to be a homebody this month. You're going to be focusing on the practical things in the home space, paying bills, household responsibility, chores. Some of you may even think about real estate, going into real estate, purchasing or selling, or building a solid financial future to put your money, house your money in real estate going forward. But it's all about getting what your soul desires and creating a stable foundation. Also, more excitingly, your 10th house of ambition takes over mid-month, and that's when you are focused on your projects, all the things that you want to accomplish. You're going to be rewarded for all the hard work that you've put in. There's going to be a sense of fulfillment, and you're going to feel really proud of all that you worked really hard for. Also, your reputation comes into the spotlight in the month of May, and it's really good. People see you as investing all of your heart and soul into something, and that you deserve success and you deserve things to go really well for you. I feel like your reputation precedes you. A lot of people actually respect you, is what I'm being given. And the 10th house can also connect to hopes and wishes as well. So if you've got a goal in mind, you're being given the extra boost of energy to go out there and get it. Now, your first card is self-reflection. So it will be a very philosophical time for you. You're going to be heavily influenced by the eclipse. Now, this is, of course, the moon card. And what I'm getting from this is you're going to feel a little bit more emotional than usual. okay? And some of you will be looking at something that you've been waiting for a long time for, something you've been keeping your eye on. You had a certain expectation, so some of you may be influenced emotionally by some of the things that you've invested in and you felt they haven't shown up for you just yet. You may feel a little bit sensitive regarding that, but don't dwell too much in those emotions, because what I'm seeing here is that there is movement forward on a project or something that you want to realize or make happen in your life. It could be money, it could be love, it could be a goal that you have. You're actually moving forward and you'll be successful. You've got the Chariot card twice as your outcome, which indicates overcoming any obstacles, making progress. Your commitments, your dedication will pay off with triumph and success. Success looks differently to everyone, of course, but I feel this is about you gaining confidence. Now, some of you also may be looking at where you doubt yourself and critical thinking. Some of you may be trying to really restructure the way that you talk to yourself, those negative self-talk patterns that perhaps you've got into. You may feel just a little bit more sensitive as well. But I feel it helps you really identify areas, people, food substances that really drain your energy. So I do see you looking at diet this month, and also exercise routines, as well as trying to create more peace of mind in your life. Okay, so I feel like you're really trying to manage your stress levels and trying to create this sense of calm. Some of you may go on a spiritual retreat or think about going on one, investigating one. You may be thinking before you act on going on one, but whatever you're really trying to connect to right now, I feel like you're being directed there. There's going to be lots of signs taking you to where you need to go in the month of May. So really pay close attention to your signs. They're actually showing me a little robin. I mean, it may not be the season, but they're showing me a little robin redbreast right now. And they're indicating this is a sign that your ancestors, there's someone in particular who walks with you, and they're guiding you towards a goal, something like a dream come true that you've been trying to realize. It will happen, so believe and receive, okay? But that will be your sign, is what they're indicating. Now, also, this is a deep period of you trying to find out where you feel you belong in the world. Where is home? Okay, and some of you may actually, as I said, buy real estate. Some of you may be really reflecting on your family links, your family lineage, and the ties that you have to your family and friends, the soul tribe that you have. The Ten of Pentacles is, connected to the family unit. Some of you may even be working in the family business, and you may just be biding your time to see if you can either step into a leadership position or role, or some of you may be wanting to expand the business and you're waiting for the right time to have that conversation with the other parties that are involved. Now, if you're married, some of you may be thinking about either relocating or maybe doing something different. Maybe you are looking at because I feel like you're making voluntary changes with the Moon card. And some of you may even get like a left field opportunity that comes out of the blue. That means you'll have to travel or relocate. And you may be waiting for the right moment to talk to your partner or talk to someone significant in your world that it will affect you taking that job. I feel it's a perfect opportunity for you. It brings a lot of money in there and it will secure your future, but it may require you either coming out of your comfort zone, traveling a little bit further afield to it, or even relocating to take the job in the first place. I feel like you're going to think before you act. It's no accident that you've got the Chariot card twice and you got the Moon card twice. So this is something you're going to be deeply reflective on. Now, during this period also, some of your fears may rise up regarding money. I mean, if we look at the financial market at the moment and we look at the price of living, everything is going up. So your fears are not like unrealistic. Some of you may be really feeling the challenge or the pinch right now. But what I see here is that there is abundance attracted to you at this time. And I feel like you will master your budget and you're creating financial security. And with the Ten of Pentacles, this can indicate that your hard work is going to pay off. There is, affluence. You're in an energy of affluence. And I feel like you are looking at what skills you have, what treasures that you have within you, what talent, using your knowledge and your experience to create more money. So some of you may invest in something I would say do your due diligence on everything. Get advice if you feel it's a bit shady or you're a little bit cautious about some financial situation right now. I would definitely seek guidance if you are going to invest in something that perhaps you've never done before, just to make sure that you're covered. I don't see anything negative here, but they're just giving me this energy of hold back. Make sure you check things out first. You're protected. Okay, you're being guided, but it's just worth making sure that you cover all your bases. Now, the Ten of Pentacles also indicates some of you may be deciding to set up a business from home, or you're trying to set up a second stream of income that will, line your pockets. This could be like stuff that you have purchased and you've outgrown, and you decide to sell that online to someone who can house it and love it. Its life and its legacy will live on, and it puts a little bit more money in your pocket. Some of you may even think about using your skills. There's a talent here that you have. You're very creative. You're very talented. And I feel that you just need a little bit extra confidence in this talent. This could be a project. It's an ambitious energy. Some of you are really mapping your progress right now and wondering, can you make money out of a talent that you have, a gift that you have? The answer is absolutely yes. So if you're setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, I definitely see it being very lucrative for you, and it gives you more freedom, actually. So if you are, for example, if you're in a work environment right now and you're thinking about setting up that second stream of income, eventually the second stream of income will take over. That's how successful it's going to be. Now, the Two of Wands indicates a pause. Okay, so I do feel you're very cautious with your budget, and with the Two of Wands, this indicates that you are frustrated with the way things have been going. Some of you may not have seen the results that you were hoping for, but the rewards are coming. You are attracting this benevolent energy, but you have your eye on a prize, and you are actually closer than you think to making something become a reality. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel like the more you engage deeply in the process of envisaging something new, the more you will have it, okay? Also, this is about trusting in the unknown and planning for the future. And when you've got the Ten of Pentacles with the Two of Wands, it can indicate that some of you are thinking about your legacy, what you leave behind. You may be focused a lot more on pensions, or you may be focused on your savings, and you're kind of really asking those philosophical questions like, what is my legacy? What will I be known for? What is my investment in my current circumstances? And I feel some of you may be making some positive changes in your life, because they're giving me this sentence, which is the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. So I do feel that, oysters, they tend to contain like a little pearl, which represents knowledge. So I feel that you can do anything you want as long as you got the knowledge to do so. So I feel there is a real thirst for knowledge in the month of May. Some of you, it may be that you're thinking about relocating abroad, emigrating, or you're thinking, do I really, like where I am right now? And if I don't, how do I change my circumstances? Okay. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune in the resistance position, you may have felt that your luck has been a little bit off right now. You may have felt there's a very chaotic energy about you. You may have felt that you have not been fortunate recently, and that perhaps the universe has left you out when it comes to good fortune. But that will all change. This energy goes to this energy at the end of the month. So definitely a boost of good luck happening for you. I definitely see something that perhaps you're trying to either launch or you're waiting for shows up for you. And I'm not going to say it shows up for you quicker than you thought, because I feel like you've been waiting for this a long time. And I feel it actually is a boost to morale, whatever this is that shows up for you. Now, also, when it comes to finances, and I'm only talking about finances so much because we are in Taurus season, and that tends to be the majority energy. It does tend to mean money can be easy go, easy come. So I feel like you are being very cautious with your spending, and I feel that actually there may be some things. I don't see you sacrificing anything, because the Hangman is in this position, which means you're not sacrificing. I feel it's more like quality over quantity. So I really get a sense of you shopping around. If you're dissatisfied with a product or its price, you're looking for a better deal, and you're going to get it. Okay, so it's a perfect opportunity to purchase. If it's an electrical purchase, I would definitely say probably wait until the 15th of May and beyond, because you may find that there is a fault, because Mercury will still be in retrograde up until the 14th. You may find that there's a fault with the item, or they didn't send what you wanted, or it was in the wrong color. There is an energy of you having to return something in the month of May, and it just may make you feel very frustrated because it will delay the process even further, whatever that is. Now we've got the Moon card, okay, and we've got the Hangman here. Some of you really have been waiting to have some sort of spiritual vacation or spiritual retreat. You may have been really trying to delve deep into those emotions to get closure on some very difficult situations. If anyone made you wait in the past, there is a real potential that someone here is thinking about you, someone who kept you hanging or maybe ghosted you. There is a real potential for this person to return, okay? I actually see you moving away from this person, cutting this person out. I feel like they challenged you and not in a positive way, and I feel you're heading in a direction that this person is just not capable of going to. You know, you're going to be very successful. You've got a certain level that you're going to reach, and this person, they're not spiritually evolved enough to take the same journey as you, and they're not emotionally available enough to give you the love that you truly deserve and desire, okay? So unless this person comes really good with action rather than just words, I would say you're leaving this person in the past, okay? Now, this person could be strong Cancerian energy, could be some Pisces energy, could also be a little bit of Gemini, as well as some fire, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, it doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising in those areas. It can be placements that they have in those areas. With the Moon card and the Hangman, it does indicate that you are on a deep spiritual quest. And you may be looking at all the times where you felt your kindness was taken for a weakness, or when you gave a lot of yourself and got little in return. Also, with the Moon card and the Hangman, I really get a sense of you tapping into inner knowledge. This is going to be a very spiritual time for you. The Moon card is you tapping into your intuition, following your hunches. And if you feel it's time to wait on something, it's time to wait. Don't let anyone pressurize you into signing on the dotted line or lending them money or doing something that perhaps you feel you don't want to do right now. So even if you're launching a business and you've got all the preparation ready and you're ready to go, but in your gut instinct, you're like, you know what? I feel I just got to hold off for a little bit. Maybe I'll launch it at the end of May, not the beginning. Listen to your hunches, because I feel there's going to be lots of psychic messages available to you, and knowingness. They're actually showing me the Eye of Ra in the water right now. Okay, and that actually indicates protection. But it also indicates power and seeking information from authoritative figures. It can be linked to your visions as well. So you have very powerful visions, lots of wonderful ideas that you're eager to get off the ground, but don't rush into them without exploring them fully before you connect to them. And again, now I do feel a portal of change is opening up for you. If you've been finding it very, very difficult and you've been super emotional recently and struggling with something, I feel taking a step back and being a little bit more detached from the situation to really analyze it will help you get closure in the month of May. Now, of course, emotions will rise and fall. We're humans. It always does. But I do feel that you're going to stop and explore your emotions this month and really look at them and ask, what are your triggers? And you're going to eradicate those triggers or get closure on situations. I really feel there's a big trigger here of either being ignored or someone ghosting you or keeping you hanging or waiting, okay? This person, I feel like they'll learn a lesson. And that lesson, they're getting a karmic lesson. And what I feel is their big lesson is learning to live without you and knowing that they missed out on an opportunity to be with you or be your friend or be in your life, okay? So it doesn't have to be a love situation, but I feel there's someone here who is going to miss an opportunity to really be in your life. And you're going to be very successful. You're glowing up and they're watching you from the sidelines. That's what I'm picking up on there. But with the Moon card and the Hangman in the resistance position, it can also indicate that You may feel that you've been connecting to a lot of people who are demanding and draining of your time. These people may have been very selfish. They don't care what you've got going on. They want you to help with their stuff, or they're only thinking about their stuff. They're lost in their own narrative. I feel some of them, well, the energy I'm picking up on, this person doesn't even realize that they're being selfish is what I see here. But I do feel, an important conversation will rectify the situation at the end of the month, and then they will know where they stand, and then they'll start to look at their behavior and they will rectify that. There is an olive branch coming regarding that situation. Okay. Something you've been waiting for, they're indicating, is going to pop right out of the blue. Okay. Things are actually orchestrating behind the scenes. Great opportunities are lying in the shadows and are just waiting for the perfect moment to illuminate for you in the month of May. So a lot of success, definitely some affluence here, leveling up financially, and something you've been waiting for is showing up for you. Now, some of you might be purchasing a new car or thinking about it. Maybe you'll trade your old one in for a new one, or you're going to put your car in the garage. There's definitely like so much car energy here. Even if you don't have a car, you may have thought about purchasing one. What I see here is get a second opinion. Okay, so if, for example, you put your car at the garage and they're like, oh, you need all this work, they don't do it on insurance, and it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. Get a second opinion, because I feel like you're going to move away from that person or that situation. You're going to find a better deal. Okay, so just shop around is what I'm saying in the month of May. Also, this is a card of empowerment. This is your overarching energy. Any obstacles you've been experiencing, you're making progress. Those obstacles are disappearing. Your dedication and your commitment to your direction, to your journey, will get you to where you want to go. You're very successful. You're very determined, and you have a lot of willpower, but it also requires your assertion and your focus. You're going to get more energy this month. So that's why I definitely feel like you're going to look at any diet related issues where you feel drain your energy, or if you're lacking in any sort of vitamin. I really feel like you're getting back to best this month, and I feel you're revitalized and transformed. Also, a lot of you are going to be focusing on your true life's purpose, where you feel like you belong, the direction you're headed in, and you may actually have a choice this month of the direction you want to head in. So I feel like you're going to be seeking answers and having to make a major decision in the month of May. Listen to your intuition. You've got the Moon card twice and the Hangman. So that really indicates, look, just take a pause, stop, listen to your heart. Sometimes it whispers. We have built a very loud world with lots of emails, information, loud traffic. Everything is loud. When you get back to nature, then it gives you space to breathe and to check in with the answers that are within you. Okay, only you can make the decisions for your life. So it's important to find a pocket of silence in the month of May, really to check in with yourself and gauge the direction you're headed in. I definitely see you're headed in the right direction by using your intuition. There is major change for you. Some of you may also be thinking about relocating or actually going on a major journey that will end in a spiritual revelation and will help you going forward and bring a lot more calm into your life. Some of you may be relocating in the home space. You may actually decide to move apartments, or some of you may move jobs. You may actually decide to put the resume out there, and if you're looking for a new job opportunity, I feel like you could be headhunted, but also I feel like there's a position available to you where you can increase your status as well as use that wonderful mind that you have. There's one, it's a position where you can actively vocalize your opinions, somewhere where you are respected. This could have international links, so it may be abroad or it may be a little bit further afield, but there is a company, or you're setting up your own company, it will have international energy. Also, it could be that some of you are setting up on the internet, could be a platform, social media platform. You're using your wonderful ideas and they're going to be very lucrative, okay? Now, if you're retired, some of you may be feeling a little bit uncertain about finances, and I feel some of you may be watching and waiting in terms of world events, or I would say here that you actually are in a very good position. I see that you will overcome any obstacles that present themselves to you, and I feel that you're going to open yourself up to some major travel in the month of May. If not physically take it, you may actually book it in the month of May, is what I'm seeing. Also, the King of Swords indicates your plan. You're strategizing. So this is a month where you're going to be all up in your head. And I feel the ideas that come to you will really help you establish yourself in a situation as having a lot of power and a lot of influence over a situation. Now, it's very interesting, isn't it? You're going to be very commanding. You've got the Two of Wands there, and have a look. There's a bird of prey that is circling. So something that you have got your eye on, that you're trying to manifest, you're trying to magnetize towards you, something that you're passionate about. As you can see here, the bird of prey has now landed on the King of Swords hand. So I feel like something you've got your eye on actually comes to you. You're commanding it. Remember, thoughts become things. Of course, you're putting the effort in and you are making things happen, but at the same time, your positive mindset is actually attracting more of the good stuff in your direction. Now, as I said, this is a perfect time to take an appraisal or step into a leadership position. There could be a promotion available here for you. I feel there is a potential for you to negotiate a better deal if you're offered an opportunity. Okay, look at the amount of work that there is, look at your skill set and value your skill set. You can ask for more. You don't have to settle for second best or for less than you truly deserve. If they're not, if they're not wanting to give it to you, then that's their problem. Then they will just have to find someone else who's got the skills that you got. But what I can see here is that if someone or something is not valuing you, then I feel like you're finding your place in a position where you will be valued. So, and will bring more money on in for you as well. Now, the King of Swords is a business type energy, something that you're planning. You're a pro at commanding what you want. Okay, so this could be money. Could be commanding your mind, commanding your thoughts. Having more control over your thoughts is sometimes one of the biggest rewards that you can have. You can acquire that by meditation. I remember when I first started meditating, I was really rubbish at it. I started meditating and then my mind got busier and busier and busier. And I was like, what? Is this supposed to really calm you down? What am I doing that's wrong? I was forcing it. I was trying to be good at it. I was trying to be, like in command of everything. And what you've got to do is just allow yourself to reflect. See the images that come in, look at them, let them go. They'll flow in and out and in and out. And eventually you will find a space where you can control the energy and your breathing, and you'll find a groundedness where you start to find that level of peace that is second to none. So I really feel that you're actually commanding your mind this month. Now, Six of Swords, yes, you have been going through a testing time, but the Six of Swords indicates passing a test. So if some of you are waiting for an exam, or you have been investing in some sort of educational course, if you need a certificate to pass, I definitely see you passing with flying colors this month. Some of you may literally be taking your driving test this month or going for a theory. You're going to pass it with flying colors. Don't overthink it. Just be in the moment and be your wonderful self. You're awesome. You got this, okay? Six of Swords indicates as well that some of you are thinking about discovering new lands. Now, this could be new aspects of yourself. It could be new aspects of your emotions. It could be physically new lands. Some of you are literally relocating. Or it could be that you've been going through a real spiritually turbulent time and you're trying to rediscover yourself. I feel this is an indication that you're being protected during this difficult time and you're being redirected towards something that is more fitting for your life. Six of Swords indicates you're on a journey of discovery, and that you are being taken to where there is happier energy. Your emotions are going to be less turbulent. You're going to be less emotional at the end of the month. And I feel like you're being guided, okay? You're being protected and guided. You're always being protected and guided, but this month you're really going to feel it. Things are just going to work out in your favor. They're just going to work out the way they're always meant to work out. And you'll find that there was nothing to worry about. Also, the Six of Swords can indicate that you are evolving. Okay, so you're mentally becoming a lot more mature and you are finding creative solutions to any obstacles or problems that you've been going through. Some of you may want to escape, so you may book a vacation or a trip this month. And with the King of Swords, what else? With the Six of Swords and the King of Swords, I'm getting this energy of, it may not feel like it right now, but you're actually turning a page for the better. And things may be difficult, but you're managing them, and you need to be proud of yourself. You will see this through to the end, and you will be successful. You will be victorious. And the Chariot card is testament to that. That's your final card. So your overarching energy is empowerment. The Chariot card, strength, dedication, success, bravery, and willpower. The Chariot card indicates that any bumps in the road, you're going to breeze through them, and you have unlimited resources to tap into. Also, I would say with the Chariot twice, this is an indication to keep a tight rein on your finances during this time, because there may be something that you're thinking about purchasing and it may fluctuate in price. I do see that it may temporarily go up in price, but it will come down, is what they're indicating. I do feel like you will find the discount or the better deal, okay? So I'm just going to go and get some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The fact that you've got a 10 of Pentacles there indicates you may be able to save a little bit more money than usual this month. And whilst you may be going through some very deep thoughts about your place in the world, about your path, your true life's purpose, you will find your direction. Okay, thank you so much. They want me to go 4, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? It's really interesting. A lot of people are getting the Harmony card, and that's at the end of the month. So I do feel collectively that people have been feeling a little bit out of sorts, a little bit low motivation, drive. I also feel like it's almost like, you know, when you come home after a hard day at work and you look at the state of your house and you're like, oh, my work's still not done. I've got to go and tidy this place. I got to make myself dinner. I got to do all these things. You may feel that there's been some moments that things have been on top of you, but in the month of May, you are more efficient and things just get done. And I also feel that you're going to have this breath of fresh air just wash over you, and you're going to feel really proud of yourself and all that you accomplished in the month of May. Now, we do have drawing closer. And it says something is around the corner. We've already tapped into that energy, attracting the right things and bringing closer together. Now, although this reading this month, it seems like your focus really is more about your spiritual path. It's more about creating a solid financial foundation, bringing a little bit more spontaneity and fun into your life, as well as actioning a plan that you've been thinking about for quite some time. Maybe a little bit of travel or vacation mixed in there, as well as a car. It's not that you're not connecting to love. It feels like your focus really isn't love. But I do feel if you are looking for love, there is someone you will be talking to at the end of the month, okay? This is someone who could be from out of town, so there may be a distance, and they may be traveling into your area. And I mean, they may live half an hour away, but they're still at a distance from you. And I feel that you meet this person either on a spiritual retreat or in some of you could meet this person on a train is also what I'm picking up here, or some sort of travel that you go on. So watch out for that. But this person, you keep in contact, and I feel it's almost like both of you feel at first, this is nice, but maybe it won't develop into anything because there's a distance. But actually, it develops into something quite passionate, intense, and long-term, okay? I feel like you will connect to this person in a high-level commitment. For some of you, if you're in a high-level commitment already, I definitely see you and your person taking a vacation, okay? I also feel like there are some changes. Either you or your partner may get an offer where you have to travel for work, or your partner goes through a disappointment and you're there to support their energy. I don't see it being detrimental to either of you long term. I feel like you will overcome this bump in the road, but something really positive is drawing closer, and I do see excellent news coming in for you at the end of the month. We've also got drastic changes. Now, this card really connects to the Tower energy, which means if you've been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut, you may have felt things are a little bit mundane, same old day, same old thing, then I definitely get a sense that you're coming out of a comfort zone, liberating yourself from feeling stuck or going round and round in circles. It says here, destruction of the old. It's got a wake-up call here as well. So something needs to change, and I feel you may be really reflecting on the changes you need to make before you action them. They're also indicating a hidden door is opening up for you. Okay, thanks so much. I'm so grateful. So what they're showing me is, I'm sure this is true, and somewhere in the back of my mind, I think it is true, and maybe I read this as well. But what they're indicating here, I can see in the water, they're showing me a door that is behind the Sphinx's ear that was rediscovered later on. It's like, almost like a hidden door. So I feel because they're indicating behind the door, it's almost like a portal of change is opening up for you, but some hidden information may get to your ears in the month of May. You're going to hear something on the grapevine that will benefit you in quite a excellent way. Okay, so listen out for that. I feel like you hear something on the grapevine and it really empowers you. Now we've also got harmony there. Okay, and it says discovering harmony within, harmonious relationships, and living peacefully. So that's why I feel you're trying to eradicate drama. You're trying to find peace of mind more than anything in the month of May, but you're also focusing on your finances. Now we've got starseed, and a lot of you really are, my beautiful Aquarians. We've got here old soul with a deep spiritual wisdom. That is definitely something you're going to be connecting to this month. Here to evolve spiritually. You're going to feel the effects of it as we move throughout the full moon eclipse, and an important mission in life. So you're going to be focusing on that true calling. You have a higher purpose is what I'm feeling here, and you may be really tapping into that. Also, you may be looking at your place in the world and how you affect change in your patch of the world in order to help everybody long term. So some of you, humanitarian work, charity, volunteer work, I definitely see some of you doing something like that there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, finally, we've got I am confident. Okay, so that's about believing in yourself. And I'm loving that Taurus energy. I am abundant. Look at the Taurus, the horns there. So definitely attracting more wealth into your life as you move throughout the month. And I see that you have like a skill, a talent, or something that you do that you haven't really explored fully or tapped into that can bring you more wealth if you're looking to attract more finances into your world as well. Now I'm just going to go and get a rune before we close. They've given you 2. Okay, this is really positive. We've got the Sun rune, which is all about victory. Okay, this is clear vision, knowing the direction you want to head in, and achievements of your goals. Okay, something is budding for you. It's starting to really take off, and it's going to be a positive outcome. And we've got the cattle. Okay, so that is the wealth rune, which connects to fulfillment, financial, material gain, as well as being in the right place at the right time to receive prosperity and empowerment. This is a very powerful rune. It means that you have something that people value. Effort, hard work, an incredible mind, talent, a good heart, honesty. All of those things are assets in every area of your life. So the month of May is about you really having confidence in the fact that you are a gift in every area of your life. And unless you're respected, I feel like you're going to be redirected to where you feel you are respected. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. I hope something does resonate in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. And I'm just seeing if there's anything else here. Make more me time. You know, kick back and watch a documentary on something that you really enjoy, or if you've got a guilty pleasure, you know, if you watch things like UFO documentaries or, you know, paranormal things, because you've got the spiritual cards, you've got the moon, which is all about the hidden. So you may be really compelled to read like a novel or watch a documentary that is about otherworldly things this month. So I feel like kicking back, relaxing, and just recharging your batteries, doing something for you or something that you love is really important. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.